How's it going, guys? Almost 2 years ago, we had our first ever battle in the series between a channel that is known for an eye and a channel that is known for a peacock.
11 episodes have passed, and now the time has finally come. Welcome everyone to the Season 1 finale of Channel Battles.
Yep, that's right. This is the Season 1 finale. In the previous episode, you guys had voted one of these 10 channels you want to win Season 1 of the series. And those channels are NBC, Cartoon Network, HGTV, UPN, Nicktoons, G4, ITV, now known as ITV1 but we're still gonna call it ITV anyways, CNN, Nick and Nite, and Stars. These channels won previous episodes throughout the season. However, one of them will crown champion of Season 1, and we're gonna find out at the end of this video. So stay tuned.
So before you take a look at the final results, we're going to show you the infos for these channels. However, since it will take forever to do the infos from scratch, we're just going to show you the infos from previous episodes. Please note that some of the infos throughout the season are outdated. But anyways, without further ado, let's roll the clips, shall we?
Anyways, NBC, which stands for the National Broadcasting Company, is an American English-language commercial terrestrial radio and television network owned by NBC Universal, a subsidiary of Comcast. The network is headquartered at 30 Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, with additional major offices near Los Angeles, Chicago, and Philadelphia. NBC is one of the big three television networks, and is sometimes referred to as the Peacock Network, in reference to its stylized peacock logo, introduced in 1956 to promote the company's innovations in early color broadcasting. It became the network's official emblem in 1979. Founded in 1926 by the Radio Corporation of America, RCA, NBC is the oldest major broadcast network in the United States. At that time, the parent company of RCA was General Electric, abbreviated as GE. In 1932, GE was forced to sell RCA and NBC as a result of antitrust charges. In 1986, control of NBC passed back to General Electric through its $6.4 billion purchase of RCA. GE immediately began to liquidate RCA's various divisions, but retained NBC. After the acquisition by GE, Bob Wright became Chief Executive Officer of NBC. He would remain in that position until his retirement in 2007, when he was succeeded by Jeff Zucker. In 2003, French media company Vivendi merged its entertainment assets with GE, forming NBC Universal. Comcast purchased a controlling interest in the company in 2011, and acquired General Electric's remaining stake in 2013. Following the Comcast merger, Zucker left NBC Universal and was replaced as CEO by Comcast executive Steve Burke. NBC has 13 owned and operated stations and nearly 200 affiliates throughout the United States and its territories, some of which are also available in Canada and or Mexico via pay television providers or in border areas over there. NBC also maintains brand licensing agreements for international channels in South Korea and Germany. Cartoon Network is an American cable television channel owned by the Kids, Young Adults and Classics division of Warner Brothers Entertainment, itself a subsidiary of AT&T's Warner Media through its Studios and Networks Group division. The channel was launched on October 1, 1992, and primarily broadcasts animated television series, mostly children's programming, ranging from action to animated comedy. It currently operates from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. ET/PT, and is targeted at children. Its overnight daypart block Adult Swim is aimed at teenagers and adults and is treated as a separate entity for promotional purposes and as a separate channel by Nielsen for ratings purposes. As of March 2021, Cartoon Network is available to approximately 94 million paid television households in the United States.
HGTV, or Home and Garden Television, is an American paid television channel owned by Discovery Inc. The network primarily broadcasts reality programming related to home improvement and real estate. As of February of 2015, approximately 95,628 million American households receive HGTV. The network was bought by Discovery Inc. in 2018, since which has been ranked as number 4 in audience size among cable networks. HGTV was launched on December 30th, 1994. The major programming themes uncharted since the beginning were home building and remodeling, landscaping and gardening, decorating and design, and crafts and hobbies. During its development, the channel was originally named Home, Lawn and Garden Channel. The name was later shortened and the logo was developed and omitted in 2010. On March 6, 2018, Discovery Communications completed its merger with Scraps Network Interactive and assumed control of HGTV, Food Network, and Travel Channel.
UPN was an American broadcast television network that launched on January 16, 1995. The network was originally owned by Chris Graff Industries United Television. Viacom turned the network into a joint venture in 1996 after acquiring a 50% stake in the network, and subsequently purchased Chris Graff's remaining stake in 2000. In December 2005, UPN was spun off to CBS Corporation when Viacom split into two separate companies. CBS Corporation and Time Warner jointly announced on January 24, 2006, that the companies would shut down UPN and competitor the WB to launch a new joint venture network later that year. UPN ceased broadcasting on September 15, 2006, with the WB following suit 2 days later.
Nicktoons is an American paid television channel that is owned by Paramount Media Networks, a division of Paramount Global. This channel airs reruns of some animated series from its sister network, Nickelodeon. Nicktoons is launched as a channel on May 1, 2002 as Nicktoons TV, as part of the MTV Digital Suite, which is exclusive for digital cable providers. Then in 2003, Nicktoons TV decided to change its name to just Nicktoons, and it was offered by satellite services like Dish Network and DirecTV in 2004. By that time, it was originally commercial-free, by attempts to carry advertising in 2005, when Nicktoons changed its name again to Nicktoons Network. But in 2009, Nicktoons Network reverted its name back to Nicktoons as part of Nickelodeon's Universal rebrand, and as of September 2018, approximately 56.9 million American households receive Nicktoons. So, how are you guys feeling so far? Bored? But don't worry, we're at the halfway zone, meaning we only have 5 more infos left to the big reveal. But before we show you them, we have a treat for you guys.
We have a very special guest making a cameo here in this video. And no, I'm not even kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man, the legend, the YouTuber who changed my channel forever, RobGeo0407L.
Hey there guys, Robert here. A lot of you guys may know me as RobGeo0407L. But I just want to wish all of the channels that won in like each episode of season 1 of Channel Battles good luck. I don't know who's gonna win, but I guess I'm rooting for either NBC or Nicktoons, because honestly, they know what's up. I don't know. Just, yeah. Good luck to all the channels. Shout out to Retro Galaxy, because he's underrated and he deserves more attention. Go sub to him. But yeah.
So yeah, special shout out to Robert for making a cameo with us in this video. I'll give you a link to his channel in the description so you guys can go subscribe to him. But anyways, let's continue with the infos. G4 is the American paid television channel that was owned by Comcast Spectacor and is headquartered in Glendale, California. G4 is notable for its focus on video games, and also the original shows such as X-Play and Attack of the Show. G4 was launched in April 24, 2002 and was originally owned by G4 Media, a joint venture between the NBC Universal Cable division of NBC Universal, and was originally led by Charles Hirschhorn. On March 25, 2004, Buckhead Incorporated announced that they will merge G4 and their rival Tech TV to create G4 Tech TV. However, the Tech TV brand was dropped from its name on February 15, 2005, and on September 2005, New Ties replaced Hirschhorn as the channel's president. But things are about to go downhill, because on November 1st, 2010, due to low ratings, DirecTV decided to remove G4 from its channel lineup, and New Tiles stepped down as CEO and replaced by Adam Stotsky. Throughout late 2013, G4 has been dropped by a lot of cable providers, including Time Warner Cable and Dish Network. The network was originally shut down on December 31st, 2014. However, it was relaunched as a revival on November 16, 2021. And by August of 2013, approximately over 61 million American households were receiving G4 before its shut down.
ITV is a British television network, and just like BBC One, ITV is headquartered in London, England. ITV is known as the oldest commercial network in the UK, launching in 1955 as independent television after the passing of the Television Act of 1954, with the first 6 franchises awarded to London, the Midlands, and the North of England. London's Associated Rediffusion, ITV's first franchise, launched on September 22, 1955, with the Midlands and North services launching after in February 1956 and May 1956 respectively. Following these launches, the Independent Television Authority, or the ITA, awarded more franchises to cover the whole UK area, all launched in 1962. The network has been modified through franchise reviews that had taken place over many years. As a result, unfortunately, all operators left ITV, with only one declaring bankruptcy in 1963, and that is Wales Western North Television, or WWN. By 2004, the ITV network was owned by 5 companies, with the 2 companies, Colton and Granada, became major players, being merged with each other to ITV plc that same year. And as of now, ITV currently has 15 licenses, with the 2 being held by STV. All of the 15 franchises were renewed until the end of 2024. CNN, also known as the Cable News Network, is a news channel that is owned by CNN Global, which is part of Warner Bros. Discovery, that is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. CNN was launched on June 1, 1980 by Ted Turner and Reed Shanfield, with an introduction and a US national anthem playing after. Following the launch of CNN, other news channels launched to capitalize on the channel's success. One of the first was Starline News Channel, which launched on June 21, 1982. In 1985, Turner purchased the Omni International Complex, which is actually connected to a former NBA arena, Omni Coliseum, which was demolished 2 years after. I'm not kidding. So, CNN moved its headquarters to the building and renamed it to the CNN Center. In 1990, Tom Johnson was named as the president of CNN, and 5 years after that, CNN decided to launch its own website, CNN.com, on August 13, 1995. In 2000 and 2001, CNN hired many key people and the leadership of the network has changed, with Tom Johnson retiring as head of CNN in 2001. Finally, in August 2017, AT&T decided to spin off CNN after an announcement about Time Warner being acquired by AT&T in 2016, with AT&T completing its acquisition of Time Warner on June 14, 2018, and renamed the company Warner Media. And as of September 2018, CNN had over 90 million television households as subscribers. Nick at Night is an American television channel that is a nighttime block of Nickelodeon. Headquartered in New York City, it currently broadcasts every night from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. and appeals to adult and youth audiences, and syndicated sitcoms and films from the mid-1990s to the 2010s. Before the launch of Nick at Night, another channel, A&E, which by that time was Arts and Entertainment Network, had aired as a block on Nickelodeon, until A&E turned into a separate channel in 1985. Nick at Night launched on July 1, 1985, with its initial programming running from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. 7 nights a week. By the early 1990s, Nick at Night began airing a full schedule of programming filled with a mixture of secondary rounds of series that were no longer shown on the evening lineup. Then in March 2004, Houston decided to split up Nick at Night and Nickelodeon in its part-time and daytime reports. However, this had backfired as this caused controversy among executives of cable channels. On September 1, 2007, the network introduced a new logo with the orange snap, formed in a crescent moon. On July 5, 2009, Nick at Night expanded its programming hours to begin at 8 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday nights, while the Friday lineup continues to start at 10 p.m. Finally, 2 months later, Nick at Night changed its appearance again on September 28, 2009, as part of Nickelodeon's 2009 rebrand. And as of January 2016, Nick at Night is available to 92 million households in North America. Starz is an American premium television network owned by Lionsgate Entertainment and is the property of Starz Inc. Headquartered in Santa Monica, California, its programming consists of movies and original television series. Starz was launched on February 1, 1994, with the first 2 movies aired on the network were Scent of the Woman and The Crying Game. By that time, the network was operating as a joint venture between TCI and Liberty Media, with TCI owning a 50.1% interest in the channel. Starz made its debut as the first phase of a 7-channel multiplex that was launched by Encore Media Group. The multiplex was going to include 6 channels, but due to Encore acquiring the rights to feature films, TCI and Liberty created additional service as a competitor to both HBO and Showtime. And by that time, Starz was available to 2.8 million television subscribers by 1996. On June 2, 1997, TCI announced a deal to transfer majority ownership of Encore Media Group to Liberty Media. And by May of 1998, Starz reached 7.6 million households. In 2000, Encore Media Group was renamed Starz Encore Media Group until it was renamed Starz Entertainment on March 25, 2005. A few days later, Starz introduced a new logo. On November 19, 2009, Liberty Media spun off Starz into a separate stock, Liberty Starz, until they announced they would spin off the Liberty Starz subsidiary into a separate company on August 8, 2012, completing the deal on January 11, 2013. On January 1, 2010, Chris Roberts joined Starz as its president and oversees all the Starz entities including Starz Entertainment, Incubate Entertainment, and Film Roman. Finally, on June 30, 2016, Lionsgate agreed to acquire Starz Inc. for $4.4 billion, completing the acquisition on December 8 of that same year. And as of September 2018, Starz was available to 28 million US households that had a subscription to a multi-channel television provider.
Alright guys, this is it. This is the moment you have been waiting for. It's time to reveal the final results of which channel is gonna win Season 1 of Channel Battles.
We have been waiting for this for a long time, and after almost 2 years, the time has finally come to find out who will be the Season 1 winner. Now, let's get to the final results.
Alright, So we have a total of 34 votes, which breaks the record for the most votes in series history. And I can say this is going to be a shocker. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started.
So, out of these 10 channels, only 4 received no votes at all. Only 4. And those channels are Nick and Nite, CNN, UPN, and HGTV. So unfortunately for these channels, they will not win Season 1.
As for the rest of them, they have at least 1 vote. However, one of these channels received 3 votes, which is not enough to win the season. And unfortunately for G4, that channel received that amount of votes, so G4 will not win. Long live the video game network.
As for Stars and Nicktoons, they both did not make it to the top 3 and will not win, with Stars having 4 votes, while Nicktoons only received 5 votes. So, sorry Stars and Nicktoons, but both of your hopes are now lost.
NBC, Cartoon Network, ITV. 2 of these channels are tied with 6 votes. However, one of these channels will be the Season 1 champion with a total of 10 votes. NBC, owned by NBC Universal and Comcast, and the oldest network in the United States, being launched as a television network in 1939. NBC is known for airing programming such as Law & Order, The Tonight Show, America's Got Talent, The Voice, and Saturday Night Football. NBC is also known for its bright and colorful looking peacock, and as a result, NBC beat CBS in the first episode of the series. Cartoon Network, owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, and one of the biggest channels that appeals to young audiences, and also nostalgic audiences, of course. Being launched in 1992 and celebrated their 30th anniversary recently, Cartoon Network is known for their legacy and airs such shows such as Dexter, Ed, Edd n Eddy, and the Powerpuff Girls. And also some modern shows like Gumball, Adventure Time, We Bare Bears, and more. They beat Nickelodeon in episode 2 of this series. And last but not least, ITV, now known as ITV1, the only channel outside the US in the Season 1 finale. Being the oldest commercial network in the UK, ITV is known for having its franchises in the past like Central, Yorkshire, and Southern. It is also known for dominating itself to be featured in Logo Evolution The Club Slasher 2, and beats BBC One at episode 7 of the series.
But anyways, without further ado, which channel is better? Well, you're about to find out right here, right now. And the channel that got the most votes and will be the winner of Season 1 of Channel Battles is...
Oh my god. ITV received the most votes, which means ITV is your Season 1 champion. Congratulations to ITV for winning Season 1 of Channel Battles. And man, I cannot believe this. I knew this was gonna happen in the first place.
Yeah, I do agree. Especially the fact that ITV had dominated the polls moments ago to be featured on Logo Evolution The Club Slasher 2. And now they had dominated again to win Season 1 of the series. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. So there you have it, folks. ITV is officially the Season 1 champion of this series. And that is going to be it for Season 1 of Channel Battles. We just want to say thanks to all of our viewers for watching this series for almost 2 years. We worked so hard on this series for you guys.
Season 2 of the series will hopefully premiere in January, after we rebrand this channel, with new battles and new competitors coming in your way. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more quality content. The next video on Retro Survive Countdown Week will be Logo Evolution The Class Special 2, which will premiere tomorrow. But until next time, this is Retro Galaxy signing out, and all hail ITV.